Alright, I think I feel a lot more comfortable with this build. I've given it a few tries, and I think the Castle Age is the way to go. So this is my start. Play. I see the water, so I'll go ahead and build my dock. I'm looking for an immediate TC spot, which I see here. Take this fill, and I am moving him to the TC, and I'm going to queue him for a house and the shorefish. I get lucky and get some food on the way. Scout with my food. TC's up, so I start sending them to wood. Oh, yeah. With the Mayans, you get that extra villager, so I decided to, instead of sending her to wood, I did see this cow right here. So try to use it. Try to use that extra villager just to scout, not scout, but get my food. Then I send her back to wood. And I do the same thing. I try to switch from food to wood to keep my TC or my dock working. One or the other, or both. Until I get 7 on wood. And then everything else is going to food once I have 7 on wood. Building my house. Pulling in my boar. Getting some hut, building my mill, building a lumber camp. I'm a little late to getting to gold. I should be going to gold right now. And then I send these villagers a food, which they should not be going to food. They should be going to wood and gold. Which I do recognize that eventually. Send those to wood, send these guys to gold. So now I only have, 3 on land food, and the rest of my food's on water. Building my first archery range. Getting my lumber camp upgrade. Immediately start producing archers. At this point, I do not know where AI is. I've not seen him one time, but I thought at first this might be a pond and I messed up, but luckily it's not. That's why I send this ship out here to scout to see if this is a pond, and then I recognize I'm good. So at this point I recognize I am probably in the middle of the map, and I start scouting with this militia, and I find he is walling up again, which is so funny. So funny. Because they usually don't wall. So I think you've jinxed me. Building my second archery range. At this point, I recognize I am basically... I have enough resources to get a castle. And this is where I messed up earlier on these past 2 plays. Is I keep making archers and it significantly delays my castle time. So with this archery build, I think it's just good kind of to do a fast, not really a general fast castle, but I start building a house with these villas. I see my resources and I realize I need a market to get the castle, because I can keep producing my archery range. So I'm trying not to spend too much of my resources at this point. I'm still making archers, but I'm just trying to watch my resources to make sure as soon as this market goes up, I can go to castle. Which I do. Click up immediately. At this point, I have 6 archers and 3 in queue. I'm building my 3rd archery range. So all archery ranges are producing. Looking good. castle at 2048 with 16 archers and 2 in queue right now. So a little bit of wood for gold to get some upgrades. I'm getting my fletching. So that was the key. I skipped fletching and I skipped padded archer in feudal, so I can get it in castle. All 3 archery ranges are producing. I built this siege a little early, way too early actually. It takes quite a while before I can get to use it just because my archery ranges are constantly producing. Your game, Mark, you wanted to know 2243. This is close enough. 2255. I've got 27 archers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in queue, and they are about to be fully upgraded, almost fully upgraded. I'm now getting my bodkin arrow. I still cannot use this siege workshop. I'm struggling for wood. Finally, I get to get my first ram out. And I don't know if I would do this in a team rank game, because I think these could be easily taken care of. I just can't produce them fast enough. But I have built another dock over here, building some more houses over here. I just want to push down this watchtower. Now my archers are fully upgraded. 26 minutes, I've got 50. I know I can't push that TC. I think I end up pulling this back so I don't lose this ram. All 4 archery ranges are producing, and to my surprise, he calls it early. I didn't realize I got so many eco kills, so I kind of cheesed the AI. They start spamming out when you are on their TC like that. But good practice. 2751, I've got 55 archers, and I've got 4, no, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 in queue. So 62 archers total. Another ram coming out. And here is my resources collected. Here's my military. If I do this build, I think that's the best way to do it, is once I get to feudal, I've got the resources to go to castle. I should just go to castle, get these upgraded to crossbowmen, and keep producing them.